I think it's live. What's going on? How's everyone doing today? And we are on day 11 of reading the Bible from front to back. So just opening up my MacBook. No, but just opening up. um, yeah, so we're still in Genesis. We're on chapter 45. And Joseph is maketh himself known. So if you've been following, Joseph was actually sold off to some, let's say, travelers or market, guys that are, in the marketplace that sell goods in the marketplace by his brothers because they were jealous of the brothers. His brothers were jealous of Jacob because Jacob's father made him a really nice coat, and he just favored Jacob. He just gotta turn this drive off so it doesn't be making a whole lot of noise. Hold on. But I hope everyone's having a great day today. Here in the UK, it's a wet and rainy day. Um, luckily, I have my indoor trainer, so I can still do my rides in the morning to try and keep me strong, healthy, and just feeling good. And that's just how things are with me at the moment. But we are about to get. I just want to turn this hard drive off. Just take it a minute to start up. And as soon as I get that, I can eject it. These glasses I have are rubbish. I mean, these are like literally for close up to see close up, and anything beyond like this far is blurry. So I mean, like, they're basically like magnifying glasses. And here we go. So we're gonna eject Sean Kelly. And eject. Okay. So that should eject in a second. Or is it still loading? Eject. Oh, it's ejected. Come on, eh? And it doesn't do that. What we will do, so you're still gonna try to boot up. We're not having that. So just unplugged it. Anyway, let's get on with it. Like I said, thank you. Welcome. Make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. And let's get on with chapter 45. Then Joseph could not refrain himself before all of them that stood by him. And he cried, because every man and caused every man to go out from me. And there stood no man with him, while Joseph made himself known unto his brethren, and he wept aloud. And the Egyptians and the house of Pharaoh heard. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph, doth my father yet live? And his brethren could not answer him, for they were troubled at his presence. So now the brothers that sold him off are meeting, are encountering Joseph. They didn't know what had become of him. And Joseph said unto his brethren, Come near to me, I pray you. And they came near, and he said, I am Joseph, your brother, whom ye sold into Egypt. Now therefore be not grieved, nor angry with yourselves, that ye sold me hither. For God did send me before you to preserve life. For these 2 years hath the famine been in the land, and yet there are 5 years in which there shall neither be airing nor harvest. And God sent me before you to preserve your posterity in the earth, to save your lives by a great deliverance. So now it was not you that sent me hither, but God. And he hath made me a father of Pharaoh, and the Lord of his house, and the ruler throughout all of the land of Egypt. Haste ye, go up to my father, and say unto him, Thus saith thy son Joseph, God hath made me Lord of all Egypt. Come down unto me, tarry not, and thou shalt dwell in the land of Goshen, and thou shalt be near unto me, and thou that and thy children, and thy children's children, and thy flocks, and thy herds, and all that thou hast, and there will I nourish thee, for yet there are 5 years of famine. Least thou and thy household and all that thou hast come to poverty. And behold, your eyes see, and the eyes of my brothers, and the eyes of my brother Benjamin, that it is my mouth that speaketh unto you, and ye shall tell my father of all my glory in Egypt, and all that ye have seen, and ye shall haste and bring down my father hither. And he fell upon his brother, and he fell upon his brother Benjamin's neck and wept, and Benjamin wept upon his neck. Moreover, he kissed his brethren, and wept upon them. And after that, his brethren talked with him, and the fame thereof was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, Joseph's brethren are come, and it pleased Pharaoh well, and his servants. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, Say unto thy brethren, This do ye, lay laid your beast and go get you unto the land of Canaan, and take your father and your household and come unto me, and I will give you the good of the land of Egypt, and you shall eat the fat of the land. Now thou art commanded this. Now thou art commanded. This do ye. Take your wagon out of the land of Egypt for your little ones and for your wives, and bring your father and come. Also regarded not your stuff, for the good of all the land of Egypt is yours. And the children of Israel did so. And Joseph gave them wagons according to the commandments of Pharaoh, and gave them provisions for the way. To all of them he gave each man changes of raiment. But to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of raiment. I'm guessing that raiment is clothing, garments. Sorry, really bothering me. And his father he sent after this manner 10 asses laden with the good things of Egypt, and 10 she asses laden with the corn and bread and meat for his father by the way. So he sent his brethren away, and they departed. And he said unto them, See that ye fall not out, by the way. And they went up to Egypt, and came into the land of Canaan unto Jacob thy father. HB, hello, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't, please subscribe. And he told that him, saying, Joseph is yet alive, and he is governor over all the land of Egypt. And Jacob's heart fainted, for he believed them not. And they told him all the words of I'm sorry. Of course. Thank you, HB. Uh, and Joseph, which he had said unto them. And when he saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob, their father, revived. And Israel said, Is it enough? Joseph, my son, is yet alive. I will go and see him before I die. This book of Genesis is amazing. The book I keep saying it, the book of Genesis, everything that's happening in the book of Genesis, it plays out like a modern movie of today. It's almost like all the debauchery, the killing, the love, everything, from being wealthy to poor. It's just so similar to like today. It's just amazing. But anyway, chapter 46. And Israel took his journey with all that he had, and it came to Bathsheba, and offered sacrifices unto the God of his father Isaac. And God spake unto Israel in the vision of the night, and said, Jacob, Jacob. And he said, Here I am. And he said, I am God, the God of thy father. Fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will make of thee a great nation. I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again. And Joseph shall put his hand upon thine eyes. And Jacob rose up from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried Jacob his father, and the little ones and the wives in the wagon which Pharaoh had sent to carry him. And they took the cattle and the goods which they had gotten into the land of Canaan and came into Egypt, Jacob and all his seeds with him. Sorry, stuff popping up on the screen. All his seeds with him. Where am I to? With him, sent to carry him, and he took the cattle and the goods which they had gotten into the land of Canaan, and came into Egypt, Jacob and all the seeds with him, his sons and his sons' sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and all the seed brought with him into Egypt. And these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt, Jacob and his sons, Jacob's firstborn, and the sons of Reuben, Henoch, and Phalu, and Hezron, and Carmi, and the sons of Simeon, Jemuel, and Jamin, and Ohed, and Jachin, and Zohar, and Zol. So looks like Saul, but Shaul, and the son of Canaan, Canaanitish, 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 Canaanitish woman, and the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. So sorry, those names are just like those those names. Yeah, they tested me just trying to pronounce these names. And the sons of Judah, and Onan and Shelah and Pharez and Zerah. But and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Pharez and Hezron and Hemuel, and the sons of Ishkar, Tula and Puva, and Job and Shimron, and the sons of Zebulun, Zered, Elan, and Jaleel. I believe that's Jaleel. Not Jalil, but Jaleel. What would I do without you, Jalil? These be the sons of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob in and is a Padan Aram with his daughter Dina. Is it Dina? Dina. All the souls of his sons and daughters were 30 and 3. And the sons of Gad and Zephion, and Haggai, Shuni, Ezebon, Eri, and Erodi, and Eroli. And the sons of Asher, Gemni, and Ui, and Berah, and Sarah, see, it looks like Sarah, but Serah, their sister, and the sons of Berahai, Heber, Malchiel. These are the sons of Zilpah, whom Laban gave to Leah his daughter, and these she bare unto Jacob, even 17 souls. Wow, 17. And the sons of Rachel, Jacob's wife, Joseph and Benjamin, and unto Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh, Ephraim, which Ashineth, the daughter of Poti, and Per, daughter of Potiper, priest of On, bare unto him. And the sons of Benjamin were Bela, Becher, and Ashbel, Gira, Naaman, Ehi, and Rush, Muplin, and Huplin, and Arid. These are the sons of Rachel, which were born to Jacob. All the souls were 14. And the sons of Dan was Hishim, and the sons of Naphtali were Jeshil, Guni, Jezer, Shelem, and these are the sons of Bilhah, and which Laban gave unto Rachel his daughter, and she bare these unto Jacob. All the souls were 7, all the souls that came with Jacob into Egypt, which came out of his loins. Besides Jacob's sons, wives, all of the souls were there 66. And the sons of Joseph, which were born him in Egypt, were 2 souls. All the souls of the house of Jacob, which came into Egypt, were 70. And he sent Judah before him unto Joseph to direct his face unto Goshen. And they came into the land of Goshen. And Joseph made ready his chariot and went up to meet Israel his father to Goshen, and presented himself unto him. And he fell onto his neck and wept on his neck a good while. And Israel said unto Joseph, sorry. And Israel said unto Joseph, Let me die. Let me die. I have seen thy face, because thou art yet alive. And Joseph said unto his brethren and unto his father's house, I will go up and show Pharaoh, and say unto him, My brethren and my father's house, which were in the land of Canaan, are come unto me. And the men are shepherds, for their trade hath been to feed cattle, and they brought their flocks and their herds and all they have. And it shall come to pass, and Pharaoh shall call you and shall say, What is your occupation? That ye shall say, The servants traded hath been about cattle from our youth even until now, both we and our fathers, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen. For every shepherd is an for every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians. Then Joseph, chapter 47. And then Joseph came to and told Pharaoh and said, My father and my brethren and their flock and their herds and all that they have are come out of the land of Canaan. And behold, they are in the land of Goshen. And he took some of his brethren, even 5, and presented them unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto his brethren, What is your occupation? And they said unto Pharaoh, Thy servants are shepherds, both we and our fathers. They said, Moreover unto Pharaoh, for to sojourn in the land we come. For thy servants have no pasture for their flocks, for the famine is sore in the land of Canaan. Now, therefore, we pray thee, let the servants dwell in the land of Goshen. And Pharaoh spake unto Joseph, saying, Thy father and thy brethren are come unto thee. The land of Egypt is before thee. In the best of the land, make thy father and thy brethren to dwell in the land of Goshen. Let them dwell, and if thou knowest any man actively among them that make rules over my cattle. And Joseph brought Jacob into his father. And Joseph brought Jacob his father and set him before Pharaoh. And Jacob blessed Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto Jacob, How old art thou? And Jacob said unto Pharaoh, Thy days are years. Thy days of the years of the pilgrimage are 130 years. Few few evil have the days and years of my life. Few and evil have the days of the years of my life been, and have not been attained unto the days of the years of life of my fathers in the days of their pilgrimage. And Jacob blessed Pharaoh and went out from before Pharaoh. Jacob is a really good name. Jacob and Joseph. And Joseph placed his father and his brethren and gave them a possession in the land of Egypt, in the best of the land, in the land of Ramses. And Pharaoh had commanded And Joseph nourished his father and his brethren and all his father's household with bread according to their families. And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore. So that the land of Egypt, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they brought, and brought Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. And when the money failed in the land of Egypt, so when the Egypt ran out of money, so when the money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, and all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, "Give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth." And Joseph said, "Give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle, if money fail." And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them the bread to exchange for the horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle, and for the herd, and for the asses. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. When the year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, "We will not hide it from my Lord. How that our money is spent, my Lord, hath our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in sight of the Lord, but our bodies and our lands. Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, both we and our land? Buy us and our land for bread, and we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, and give us seed, and we may." Well, so they're volunteering to become slaves so they can live, so that we may live and not die, and the land not be desolate. And Joseph brought all the land and Joseph brought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, and the Egyptians sold and the Egyptians sold every man his field, because of the famine prevailed over them. So the land became Pharaoh's. As for the people, he removed them to the cities from one end of the borders of Egypt, even to the other end thereof. Only the land of the priests brought he not, for the priest had a portion assigned to them of Pharaoh, and did eat their portion, while Pharaoh gave them. Wherefore they sold not their lands. Then Joseph said unto the people, "Behold, I have brought you this day. I have brought you this day and your land for Pharaoh. Lo, here is the seed for you, and ye shall sow the land. And it shall come to pass and increase, that ye shall give faith part unto Pharaoh, and you shall give a fifth part unto Pharaoh, and four parts shall be your own. For the seed of the field shall be your own, for the seed of the field, and for your food, and for them of your household, and for the food of your little one." And they said, "Thou hast saved our lives. Let us find grace in thy sight of my Lord, and we shall be Pharaoh's servants." And Joseph made it a law over the land of Egypt unto this day, that Pharaoh should have a fifth part, except the land of the priests only, which became not Pharaoh's. And Israel dwelt in the land of Egypt, in the countries of Goshen, and they had possessions therein, and grew and multiplied exceedingly. And Jacob lived in the land of Egypt 17 years. So the whole age of Jacob was 147 years. And the time drew nigh that Israel must die. And he called his son Joseph, and said unto him, "If now I have found grace in thy sight, put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and deal kindly and truly with me. Bury me not, I pray." I wonder if "put my hand under my thigh" means to take his life or something. I have to look into that. I'm not sure. "But I will lie with my father, and thou shalt carry me out of Egypt, and bury me in the burying place." And he said, "I will do as thou hast said." And he said, "Swear unto me," and swear unto him. And Israel bowed himself upon the bed's head. chapter 48. And it came to pass after these things that one told Joseph, Behold, thy father is sick, and he took with him his two sons, was that Manasseh and Ephraim. And one told Jacob and said, Behold, thy son Joseph cometh unto thee. And Israel strengthened himself and sat upon the bed. And Jacob said unto Joseph, God Almighty appeared unto me at Luz in the land of Canaan and blessed me. And he said unto me, Behold, I will make thee fruitful and multiply thee. I will make thee a multitude of people. I will give this land to thy I will give this land to thy seed after thee for the everlasting possession. And now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt before I came unto thee into Egypt, are mine. And Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine. And thy issue, which thou begettest after them, shall be thine, and shall be called after thy name of the brethren in their inheritance. And as for me, when I came from Padan, Rachel died by me in the land of Canaan, and in the way, when yet there was but a little way to come unto Ephrath, Pereth, and I buried her there in the way of Pereth, and Epereth. The same is Bethlehem. And Israel beheld Joseph's sons and said, Who are these? And Joseph said unto his father, They are my sons, whom God hath given me in this place. And he said, Bring them, I pray thee, unto me, and I will bless them. Now the eyes of Israel were dim for age, so that he could not see. And he brought them near unto him, and he kissed them and embraced them. And Israel said unto Joseph, I have not thought to see thy face. And lo, God hath showed me also thy seed. And Joseph brought them out from between his knees, and he bowed himself and he bowed himself with his face to the earth. And Joseph took them both, Ephraim in his right hand toward Israel's left hand, and Manish in his left hand toward Israel's right. Here we go. Towards Israel's right hand, and brought them near unto him. And Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was younger, and his left hand upon Manasseh's head, guiding his hand wittingly, For Manasseh was his firstborn. And he blessed Joseph and said, God, before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac did walk, and God which fed me all my life unto this day, the angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them, and the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow a multitude into the midst of the earth. And when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him, and he held his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head unto Manasseh's head. And Joseph said unto his father, Not so, my father, for this is thy firstborn. Put thy right hand upon his head. And his father refused and said, I know it, my son, I know it. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his seed shall become a multitude of nations. And he blessed them, that day, saying, In thee shall Israel bless, saying, God make thee Ephraim and Manasseh, and blessed them, Manasseh, and he sent Ephraim before Manasseh. And Israel said unto Joseph, Behold, I die, but God shall be with you, and bring you again unto the land of your fathers. Moreover, I have given to thee one portion above thy brother. which I took out of the hand of Amorite with my sword and with my bow. So he won some land over through war. So they was doing a lot. They was doing a lot back then during this whatever's going on. So man, there's slavery, there's everything in the book of Genesis. And Jacob called unto his son and said, gather yourselves together, I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together and hear ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. And Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength. The beginning of my strength, excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel before thou wentest up to thy father's bed, that defiledest thou it. He went up to my couch. Simeon and Levi are brethren, instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly, mine honor. Be not thou united, for in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a wall, they digged down a wall, crushed by their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. Judah, thou art, he said. Thy brethren shall praise, thy hands shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father and thy children shall bow down before thee. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna make it all the way to the end. So just I hope you join me in this journey. So let's continue on. I think we was on verse 8. Judah, thou I will divide them into the scattered to Israel. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise, and thy hand shall be in thy neck of thine enemies. Thy fathers, thy children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion. Well, from from the prey, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art going up. He stooped down and crouched as a lion, and as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up? Who shall rouse him up? Hello, Melanie. Thanks for tuning in. I'm learning that in order to how to read uh, this King James version, you have to read to the commas or whatever um, apostrophes or whatever is put in there because of the way that it's written. If you don't do that, it's hard to make sense of it. So I'm starting to come to grips because it's been such a long time since I've read in the King James version. And yeah, so let's get back on it. I believe it was on verse 10. We're on chapter 49, book of Genesis, verse 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be, binding his fowl unto the vine, and his ass's coat unto the choice vine. He washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in blood of grapes. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. Zebulun shall dwell in the heaven of the sea, and he shall be for an heaven of ships, and his brother shall be unto Zidian. Issachar is a strong ass coaching down between two burdens, and he saw that rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent, by the way, an adder in the path, a biteth, I think that's biteth, that biteth the horse's heel, so that the rider shall fall backwards. I have waited for the salvation, O Lord. Gad, a troop, shall overcome him, but shall overcome at the last. 6 likes today. Wow. 6 likes, 1 subscriber. At the last, out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties. Dainties? Naphtali is the hind let loose. He giveth godly words. Joseph is fruitful bough, even a fruitful bough by a well, whose branches run over the well. The archers have sorely grieved. The archers have sorely grieved him and shot at him and hated him. But his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hand of the Almighty God of Jacob. For thence is the shepherd, thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. Even by thy God of thy father who shall help thee, and by the Almighty who shall bless thee with the blessings of heaven above blessings of the deep that lieth under. Blessings of the breast of the womb and the blessings of the father had prevailed above the blessings of my pro progenitors unto the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. They shall be the head of Joseph, and they shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of, and they shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of him. There was a separate, there was separate from his brethren. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf in the morning, and he shall devour the prey. At the night he shall divide the spoil. And of and these are the 12 tribes of Israel. And this is their father. This their father spake unto them and blessed them, every one according to the blessings he blessed them. And he charged them, and he said unto them, I am to be gathered unto my people. Bury me with my fathers in the cave that in the field Ephraim and Hittite in the cave that is in the field of Machpelah, Mach, Machpeli, which is before Mamre in the land of Canaan, which Abraham bought with the field of Ephraim the Hittite for possession of a burying place. There they buried Abraham and Sarah's wife, and they buried Isaac and Rebekah his wife, and there I buried Leah. They purchased the purchase of the field and the cave that is therein was from the children of Heth. And when Jacob had made an end of commanding his sons, he gathered up his feet into the bed and yielded up the ghost and was gathered unto his people. Chapter 50. So, okay. And Joseph fell upon his father's face and wept upon him and kissed him. And Joseph commanded his servants and the physicians to embalm his father. And the physicians embalmed Israel, and 40 days were fulfilled for him. For so for so are fulfilled the days of those which are embalmed. And the Egyptians mourned for him 80 days. And when the days of the mourning were past, Joseph spake unto the house of Pharaoh, saying, If now I have found grace in your eyes, speak, I pray you, in the ears of Pharaoh, saying, My father made me swear, saying, Lo, I die in my grave, which I have digged for me in the land of Canaan. Thou shalt bury me. Now therefore let me go, I pray thee, and bury my father, and I will come again. And Pharaoh said, Go up and bury thy father according as he made thee swear. And Joseph went up to bury his father, and with him went all of the servants of Pharaoh, and elders of the house, and elders of the land of Egypt, and all the horses, and all the house of Joseph, and his brethren, and his father's house. Only the little ones and their flock and their herds they they left in the land of Goshen. And there went up to him both, and there went up with him both chariots and horsemen, and it was a very great company. And they came into the threshing. They came to a threshing floor of Atad, which was beyond Jordan, and there they mourned with the great and very sore lamentations. And he made a mourning for his fathers 7 days. And when the inhabitants of the land of Canaanite saw the mourning in the floor of Atad, they said, This is a grievous mourning to the Egyptians. Wherefore the name of it was called Abel Mizraim, which is beyond Jordan. And his sons did unto him according as he commanded them. For his sons carried him into the land of Canaan and buried him in the cave of the field of Machpelah. Almost finished Genesis. This is the last uh, few paragraphs of Genesis, and then it's on to Exodus, which Abraham brought with the field for which Abraham bought with the field for the possessions of the burying place of Ephron the Hittite, for memory, he and his brethren and all that went up with him to bury his father after he had buried his father. And when Joseph's brethren saw that their father was dead, they said, Joseph will maybe hate us and will certainly requite us all the evil which we did unto him. And they sent a messenger unto Joseph, saying, Thy father did command before he died, saying, So shall ye say unto Joseph, Forgive, I pray thee now, the trespass of thy brethren and thy sin. For they did unto thee evil, and now we pray thee, forgive thy trespass, thy servants and thy God and thy father. And Joseph wept when they spake unto him. And his brethren also went and fell down before his face. And they said, Behold, we be thy servants. And Joseph said unto them, Fear not, for I am in a place of God. But as for you, ye thought evil against me. But God has meant it unto but God meant it unto good to bring to pass as it is this day, to save much people alive. Now therefore fear not, I will nourish you and your little ones. And he comforted them and spake kindly unto them. And Joseph dwelt in Egypt, he and his father's house. And Joseph lived 110 years. And Joseph saw Ephraim and his children of the third generation. The children also of Mekar, the sons of Manisha, who brought upon Joseph, who were brought upon Joseph's knees. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I die, and God will surely visit you and bring you out of the land unto the land which he swore by Abraham, is Isaac, and to Jacob. And Joseph took an oath, and Joseph took an oath of the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and ye shall carry up my bones from hence. So Joseph died, being 110 years old, and they embalmed him, and he was put in a coffin in Egypt. So that's the end of the book of Genesis. Next is the book of Exodus. This is the second book of Moses, second book of Moses called Exodus. So I guess this is going to be about the journey of Moses. I'm looking forward to reading that and how he freed the people from Pharaoh. So coming to the end of the book of Genesis, it seems like Pharaoh was he ruled with a heavy hand, but he also seemed like he was fair as well. Um, the book of Genesis has been really interesting. Like the ups and downs, all of the it just it seems like a modern day drama. Just just wow. I was really, really surprised at what was revealed. I mean, from what I learned as a youngster and what I didn't, when I wasn't paying attention. I remember being in Sunday school and and messing about when the teacher was doing stuff and not really paying any attention to what was being said. But now reading again and understanding or taking it in a bit more, it just seems like the book of Moses was just like the book of Genesis, sorry, was just like feels like just all over the place. So much going on, like really good things happening, really bad things happening. Just a lot. Just a really, really a lot. But it was really a really good read. Um, and it's definitely something that has to be read more than once. So I'm pretty sure that once I get to the end, I'll probably go back and just play all of the videos again and listen back. So once I do have it, I'll be able to listen back to each, just listen back to it all. And I'm pretty sure every time I read or listen, there's going to be something I miss and something I'll be able to learn. So I hope that's the same for you, that if you are, coming along with me on this journey, that you take the time to take in everything that's being said, like in these books. So there's a lot going on. So Ryan George did a good workout this morning. I did have a little something to eat, but I need to eat some more. But anyway, I appreciate all the people who hit the like button, and I appreciate all the people that subscribed as well. So anyway, this is Dennis Luby. Tomorrow we'll see you for day 12 as we start on the book of Exodus. I hope you all have a beautiful and blessed day. See ya.